whatever the approach was of Evergreen, came about in a particular period, and that was the late 60s.
Most of us came right out of high school and right out of the 60s with a lot of the maybe idealistic things about what we wanted to see happen here. And certainly the school was established in part in reaction to that whole period of dissatisfaction.
My idea about how things were in the beginning was everybody came here to get away from something. They knew what they didn't want, but there weren't a lot of really good ideas about what they did want. So everybody knew what Evergreen was not going to be, or that Evergreen was going to be different, but they didn't exactly know what that was. And that was true for both students and faculty.
So they showed me this hole in the ground, which was the library, and questions such as, what do you think we ought to do about music? Well, and then you lay out some plans, and Charlie McCann says, great, how would you do it? And bit by bit, you start getting sucked in.
There's no stopping tomorrow. By the next decade, more than half of America will be doing business by home computer. By the year 2000, many of today's jobs will be done by robots. And it won't be too long before your car is speaking to you. Tomorrow isn't very far away, but you can be prepared for it. There's a college where you'll find education that keeps pace with today's changing world. The Evergreen State College, because tomorrow won't wait.
The ability to express new ideas, the freedom and acceptance of new ideas, and breaking down old barriers, being free to create things. I think that's the best. There's nobody saying you have to read this book and do it like it says. You're free to try new things.
They hired these guys because they loved to teach. It was sort of remarkable in higher education at the time. These guys were good at what they did, historians, writers, psychologists, but first they taught. They loved to teach.
Teachers at Evergreen work harder than teachers at any other school I've ever seen. The personal demand and the time demand of so much individual contact with students is incredible.
Students in the first and second year really did come with an educational ideal of something different, alternative education. Even if they, like the fact they didn't really know what it was, they came here searching for it.
What we offer here is a marvelous opportunity for a student to learn how to be an entrepreneur.
People think of the wonderful community of the first year. That's not the way I remember it. I remember there was lots of chaos, lots of confusion, and maybe some kind of feeling of community came out of the chaos and the confusion.
I think the disillusionment comes when you expect that this is going to be Xanadu, and it's something between a traditional school and Xanadu. You know, I'm satisfied with that something.
I think we've done a pretty good job of putting students into a situation where they had to take charge of their own educations. They had to make their own decisions. Each quarter they have to reassess where they're going and look for the opportunities that help them move in that direction.
My dream was for an academic community, not a community, an academic community. And those develop only from spending many years doing it. You don't create them overnight. It's not instant warmth or anything else like that. Another 5 to 8 years of hard, undramatic work will result, I'm pretty confident, in an academic community.
lifestyle.